Something I've always wondered is how well can my Apex skills transfer to another shooter, but ever since I started playing Apex and making YouTube videos on it, I haven't really had the opportunity to test that out. So when Strinova, a new free anime third-person shooter, reached out to sponsor a video, and I saw it had Apex-like gunplay, but elements of other popular shooters like Valorant and Overwatch, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to see how good I could become at the game in 48 hours. So the first thing I did was hop into the tutorial, something I made sure not to skip because Strinova has a unique mechanic called Stringify, where your character can switch between a 3D and 2D form. I ended up calling it paper mode most of the time because, well, you turn into paper. And it may seem like a comical feature at first, but you'll see soon that I quickly fell in love with the movement and ability to outplay your opponent this mechanic provides. And I was ready to hop into my first few games, giving each of the available game modes a test. But things were starting out pretty rough for me. Okay, these guys got pretty good aim. Yeah, that's what we gotta fix. I gotta fix myself. Whoa, did she just... Dude, this chick is frying me. Oh my god, their aim's insane, bro. Oh my god, bro. They dropped 21 kills each. I went negative. Wait, watch this. Been spotted, bro. Okay, I definitely needed to figure a few things out. First, while I was exploring the menus, I noticed in the careers tab a bunch of different achievements. Completing these, you could unlock some pretty sick skins for the different characters' guns. And since the playtest didn't have their ranked mode that will be in the full release, I figured completing at least the first level of each achievement in the metal tier would be a good indicator to determine my ability at switching games. But I needed to improve fast as the time was ticking. So I jumped into the firing range to get a better grasp of how the guns work. I first tested to see if they had spray patterns, and they did. Mastering these was going to help my shot improve much quicker and be able to win much more gunfights. But Strinova has 3 different aim styles. There's first person, which has defined and consistent spray patterns, hip fire, which is a less accurate spray pattern but you can stay mobile, and then shoulder fire, which is a tighter spray pattern than hip fire but still gives you more mobility and a bigger field of view than the first person. I need to use shoulder fire a lot more. How am I doing that? You'll see once I learn to utilize this, my gameplay takes off. Second was adjusting some controls to use the Stringify mechanic quicker. It reduces damage while also making it harder for enemies to hit you, and then you could pop in and out to take shots. So I figured binding that to one of my mouse buttons and switching it from toggle to hold would be best for spamming it quickly. I actually already managed to complete one achievement in the first handful of games, which was a great head start because some of these weren't gonna be easy. I'm looking at you, Bomb Defusal. Now the first few challenges were really kill and damage heavy, so TDM was the place to start. There's no reason I should have lived there. Also, you definitely noticed I've been switching through the various characters. Strinova has a variety of different characters, and each comes with their own unique gun and skill combination. I wasn't going to be able to complete my goal without understanding how the different characters benefit. I took a quick liking to Fuchsia, with her ability to scan and reveal characters through walls for herself. Coming from Apex, I know better than anyone how powerful a wall hack meta can be for fragging out, and it was no different in Strinova as I immediately started dropping more kills by properly using her abilities. Now, I was focused on getting most damage in the lobby and the most triple kills in the lobby. It bases a triple kill off getting quick succession kills, and is confirmed when you see the 3 stars at the bottom of your kill prompt. There's a bit of a time window for how long a triple kill is, but it was only a few seconds, so I had to play fast. I was also trying to learn the different maps, which have a lot of different variation to them. Rather than your typical horizontal maps you see in shooters, Strinova had different vertical elements, especially to make use of their glide mechanic. Again, coming from Apex, a lot of the shooting felt familiar, especially when you consider the long time to kill. Tracking in this game is significantly more important than flicking, and I was adapting to that relatively quickly. It definitely felt snappy and has room for a high skill ceiling, so if you're a veteran gamer, you can have fun improving, but it's not so difficult to understand that if you're new to the game, you can still grasp it pretty quick. Some of these games were getting really close if I was going to make progress on the challenges. Now in this game, I didn't get to lock Fuchsia, and so I started off really slow, almost not getting the most damage in the lobby. There was some guy named Bruce Wayne who was giving me a lot of troubles in this lobby, but from game to game I was getting better and I was starting to clutch up. Get the hell out of here, Bruce. Come on, come on, come on. Get 300. Oh, we're dogging him now. We're dogging him now. There's still something close. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, bang, baby. Bang. Let's go. Started behind. It's 1,000 damage now. And finally, we completed the next 2 challenges, which surprisingly, first was suffering the least defeats in 5 separate matches, and then next was dealing the most damage in the entire lobby. I wanted to take this quick opportunity to say if you enjoy the gameplay, you could join the millions of players already pre-registered on the official website or the Steam wishlist. Strinova is a free-to-play game and is planning for a release on console and mobile devices in the near future. All you have to do is use my tracking link in the description or the pinned comment below. Now, I jumped in to see if I could do a couple achievements in Demolition. Unfortunately, I didn't record these 2 games, but fortunately, Strinova already has a sweet demo replay system, so I was able to go back and get some of the gameplay of me completing both triple kills and taking the most shots in the lobby. So now in the Demolition game mode, which is your standard 5v5 bomb defusal that you would know from Valorant or CSGO or Rainbow Six, the 3 challenges I needed to focus on were getting most knockdowns in the lobby, getting the most bomb plants, and getting the most bomb defuses. I thought these would be relatively easy to do, as I do have some experience in bomb defusal type games, and I felt I would be able to adapt quick. But the competition here was much more difficult. And I had to get used to playing slower than the speed I was running at in TDM. Oh, I'm throwing, bro! I'm throwing! What is this ice thing? It slid me out. Yeah, bro. Now, bomb plants was easy to get some progress on. Oh wait, my ability didn't prog. Oh, it did. I threw a 1v1, bro. 1v2. I could have clutched up for my team there. Calm down. Reload. But overall, with the step up in difficulty, I decided to call it for day 1. I mean, I finished 5 of these in the first few hours. Surely I could do the next 6 in the last 30 hours, right? Well, on day 2, I woke up bright and early to get started. And instead of going straight back into demolition challenges, I realized the escort ones might take really long. See, in escort, there's 2 sides. You either attack, or you push a payload to a final goal destination with 3 checkpoints on the way, or defend, having to run out the time before the attackers reach their destination. However, I think we did enough. 1-1, baby, 1-1. On defense, I needed to have the most stop objective time in 11 separate games. And on attack, I had to have the most boost objective time in 11 separate games. But you can only play one side per game. So that meant the very minimum I could do this in was 22 games. It's 10:30 right now. We got all day. We got all day. Oh, trust me, we needed all day. I started powering through. With more objective-based game modes, I felt I may do better picking characters that had abilities to benefit my main goal. On defense, I was first trying Yvette. I figured the ability to put ice around the payload would cause enemies to struggle to stay on it, and her SMG was so good for getting quick kills. The tight spread on the spray pattern was easy to control and had a fast ETK. But then I quickly learned the power of Michelle. She comes equipped with 2 turrets that can stick to walls and basically shoot tracking lasers at enemies, like Symmetra from Overwatch. Setting these up in chokes was great for holding off enemies and also recon when they were coming around a corner. In this time, I also started experimenting with different grenades and found out how insanely fun and OP the wind grenade is for this game mode. That's hilarious! See, what a lot of attackers like to do is go into paper mode and hide on the payload, but with the wind grenade, I could easily push them off, and then it was just a matter of shooting them out of the air. That's so good. Honestly, I love that shit. I'm gonna kill myself then, aren't I? Now, something to mention in Escort and Demolition is that you have in-game upgrades. By doing the objective, getting assists, kills, and generally playing the game, you earn points which can upgrade your abilities and gun. It adds a whole different level of gameplay based on how you want to play. Because I needed to stay on the point and be in a lot of close range fights, I realized spread control on Michelle's gun was one of the strongest abilities, as I could easily keep my bullets together and get quick precision kills. And after learning all this, my ability to frag out from where I started to now is off the charts. They can't kill me. They cannot kill me. They actually can't. They can't. They're actually rattled. Oh my god, they're actually rattled. They're actually rattled. They're actually rattled. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, I went crazy. I can't believe the camera died. I went nuts. I dropped 41 kills, 8,700 damage, and had a 541 stop time. Needless to say, I made progress on the challenge there. In fact, I was getting the most stop time and boost time almost every game I played. But 22 games takes time, and eventually I did complete the defense side, but this is when I ran into an issue. Let's keep trying to do the escorts and just get attack missions now, hopefully. This is where it's gonna start getting difficult, because you can't attack and defend on both sides. Okay, so we got it. None shall pass level 1. It was up to chance if I was going to get attack or defend, and I kept getting defend games. We got defend. This is going to happen a lot, isn't it? Oh my god, and we have to get, I think, 5 more or... So I was trying to play out the defend games fast so I could get back to the attacking side. But when that wasn't happening, and I realized it was getting late into the day, I needed a change of pace. Finally time to get back to doing the demolition challenges. Okay, let's try these demolitions. I think I'm confident in my fighting enough now that I think I could at least get that. Getting the most bomb plants in 5 different games was going to be easy, especially because most teammates didn't want to pick up the bomb. I actually almost completed this in the previous day when I was just testing out the game mode. Most knocks was going to be difficult though, as like I said, this is where the toughest competition seemed to be. First off, Demolition is the game mode for the ranked playlist, so I'm thinking people who have been playing this game the most play Demolition in preparation for that. Also, because you only have 1 life per round, mistakes made are more impactful, and map knowledge is also more important. And finally, the dreaded bomb defusal. This is the bane of my existence. First, it's up to chance. I need the other team to get the bomb down. The funny thing is, I'd sometimes have teammates that were way too good, and they'd eliminate the other team before they could do that. The team's actually insane. Or the opposite, the enemies would eliminate us before needing to plant. Fuck! How do I not do enough damage? Oh, we lost that round. Wow, went up to 8. Then, if bomb did get down, I needed to be the first one to it so I could defuse. I killed them all, but I didn't get the defuse. Oh, I'm gonna be toxic. I'm gonna put on wing grenade to take teammates off of it. Actually, no, it's gonna blow up after. Especially if we started on attack, this might have meant I only had 2 opportunities to defuse, depending on the score. I realized it would best to be focused on 1 challenge at a time. I completed plants, and next I was gonna be making progress on most knocks. I'll leave diffuses to the end. Surely that won't backfire, right? I might be able to drop most knocks. Where can I pick this up? Did I do it? I might have got most knocks. I might have got most knocks. I might have got most knocks. Wait, I got MVP. That might mean I got most knocks at least. I kind of like came back there and literally like 2 rounds. I was focusing so much on the plant and the fuses. No, the other guy pinned. I don't know if that counts. It doesn't. I have to do it for both teams. Frustration and fatigue were setting in. I'd have to call it a night soon, and I'd only have a few hours left on day 3. But before I did that, I wanted to get 1 more done. There was this challenge, Mile High. You had to fly at least 100 meters in-game, and then have the most glide distance traveled. I tried a couple times to get this earlier, and just couldn't seem to get one. I was starting to think it wasn't even possible. Don't know if someone glides more than me, or if I'm not gliding 100 meters. I gotta be gliding 100 meters. So I popped into a custom game to test out the maps and see if there was a spot I could get a lot of glide distance on. And I found a way to kind of cheat the challenge if I was on the map Space Lab. On Space Lab, there was this low gravity room that would allow you to fly for much longer, but I still had to jump up a lot, and I was left pretty vulnerable until I accidentally fell underneath the platform and noticed something. Under here, I'd get this forced levitation prompt, but I was able to float around indefinitely, and it was pretty safe from gunfire as long as I didn't rise above the platform. Okay, if I get into a team deathmatch on this map, I have to remember to come try this. And then I got Space Laboratory on first try. Space Laboratory? Yeah, I think that's the map. I think that's the map, Space Laboratory. If this works, then we're in business for the flying one. So it was time to fly. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? We're just gonna do this for 15 minutes. Now, I couldn't actually do this for 15 minutes. It would have been a huge time sink when I had 3 other challenges to still complete. So I glided around until I felt I had enough to be the most overall in the lobby. And then I got back to fragging out. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Now that I knew it was possible, it was worth it for me to go for this challenge even when I didn't have Space Lab. So anytime I needed to move, I was flying around. The only time I wasn't flying is if I was shooting or reloading. And honestly, this kind of helped me with putting up more kills. I better have done it that time. I better have done it. Okay. we're doing it now. This helped lift the spirits after struggling with demolition. So basically, it was rinse and repeat for 3 more games, and I had Mile High done. Yes! Yes! There was only 8 hours left on day 3, but we got a sign it was gonna be a good day with attack side on the first escort mission. Let's go fucking attack. Strinova also sent me enough currency overnight to unlock all the characters, so it was fresh to use the ones with the snipers. Oh, I'm just insane at this game. Yeah, get off. I was absolutely confident in being able to get the most boost time on attack at this point. Signed, sealed, delivered. Let's go next. There was still some defend games in between. Defend! No! But I was able to get those done relatively quick. Then finish the attack challenge. We're done! And now I can move on to the last 2 demolition achievements. My main focus was getting most knockdowns in a match first. Alright, so rotate bomb down. Not most knockdowns, but we're just gonna have to play it out. I tried to get defuses when there was an opportunity though, but that was still very rare. I pressed E to defuse! I pressed E! And not F! This was absolutely unfortunate and will come to bite me later, but I had to stay on track for now. We finally got an enemy team that's good and gets the bomb down. Okay, listen. We got knockdowns. That's good. Did we get defuses? Probably not, because I pressed F or E instead of F, and I don't think you can tie. And you can't tie. Every game for knockdowns was coming right to the wire. I need one more round. We won! I need one more round. Continuously, I had to clutch up in one round to make sure that I had the most in the lobby. Did I do it? I got 3 there. It depends on if Dragon Dynamo got one there. Dragon Dynamo did. I don't get it. I do not get it. Got 1 that round and it wasn't enough for me to kill. Oh, it gave it to me! Eventually, though, I knew I'd be able to do it. Give me that! Give me that! Pop the ulti and drop it! That should be it. That should be it, at least for knockdowns. But that's where the good news ends. I tried over and over to get bomb defuses in different ways. Sometimes the enemy teams would get the bomb down, and my urgency to defuse would cause me to make mistakes. This team's getting the bomb down, and I'm just... I even thought about equipping smoke grenades and trying to ninja defuse. But the smokes just didn't last long enough. And then there were so many games where the enemies just didn't plan. Like this game, where we won 4 rounds on attack, and then I did this on our only defend. That's not gonna let them get the bomb down. Well, that's not gonna let them get the bomb down. I never managed to even get most defuses for 1 game, and time was up. I had to accept defeat. But managing to do 10 out of 11 was pretty good, especially considering the last one really wasn't a test of skill. Especially with that 41 kill game, I'd say with some practice, if I ever need to switch games, it'd be pretty easy. I want to thank Strinova again for sponsoring the video. Please check out and sign up for the upcoming network test to experience the Stringify mechanic. It is absolutely the best way to support the channel. So use the links below to add it to your Steam wishlist and receive all the updates.